Hell yeah.
Nice server name.
Thank you, thank you.
Hello. JB, how come you play so late now?
Today was just kind of a weird one. At a hold on one sec.
I had one more present for you.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Okay.
From the bougie Dubai chocolate.
Who should I write into my spell word macro?
Say yes.
Okay.
Me.
I have my own self spell word, so not me.
Actually, we're really squishy in this group. Maybe,
Oh, speak for yourself, buddy.
Alright, I'm writing Davenant into my spell word and I'm writing Bond into my sack.
I don't
That
want to be
works.
eating your sack.
Huh?
Okay, what's the route?
Is everyone
We have
familiar with
Shroud.
the parasol technique?
Yeah.
What up, Zen? Come on, Celia.
Then it says,
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
Let's see.
We can skip the corner pack with Lust, with Shroud if you want. G17 did it yesterday. I don't know if that changes.
17.
Pull 8 to 3 guys in the corner.
Oh. Honestly, I've never skipped. How do you just distract him or something?
No,
Don't
you
you
just
have to
Shroud
escape him?
walk through. Yeah, he's
He
already
doesn't see
facing the
spell?
wall.
Get skinny. They do, but you hug the wall.
Yeah, the big dude sees it, but he's like far enough that you can just hug the left wall.
Okay, let
can
me
we
try.
cut?
Let me try something then. It would be.
I don't even know if we can cut.
I mean, we would just play different shit. It wouldn't. We wouldn't be cutting a pole. We'd just be playing a different pole. I think.
It would be like, yeah, I see what you mean. It's up to you though, it doesn't matter to me either way.
So what is it? First pull,
Yeah, that's whiskey.
and then pull 9, blah blah.
Ooh.
It'd be
And
like this, I
then-
think.
Last boss.
Good though?
Yeah, I mean,
I left 9 black for some
I
reason.
don't know.
It's too strong?
Well, I just wasn't expecting it to be actually taste like whiskey.
It
Like,
says whiskey.
yeah, and I figured it'd be like notes with it was like
It's
it's
full
like
7 is
chocolate with whiskey in
dicey.
it.
Smells like whiskey.
Oh,
1, 2,
no.
3,
What if you
4,
split up
5
7,
rook
6,
guards.
and 7? Can you do that or no? That'd be crazy.
Say that again.
Split up 7 and 8, or like
Hmm.
half and half.
Oh, I
instead of
see. Just
making
play like
7 harder.
I'm
Yeah.
fucked up.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah.
If you want, but like 7 we have CDs for usually, so it just kind of evaporates. But it's up to you. You
Yeah,
can
I mean, that's
chain
good.
as well.
Either or, either or. If you guys goddamn.
Yeah, it's really just gonna be hard for me. So if I have cooldowns, we can do 7. I should have cooldowns
Alright.
too, because we're fighting Curios before that. And we should, if we have enhanced cooldown, or no, sorry, yeah, at least shaman cooldowns. Alright.
What goodie was
I'll
whiskey
likely be
infused?
saving for
Shauna brought
10
back
and just
chocolates
delete
from
tap back.
Hotel
Well, you're, oh, so you're not gonna do
Chocolat.
7?
If I don't know if I have it actually, because I sent on boss.
Okay, if
So
you
it's
don't
just
have on 7,
chocolates,
then we probably aren't doing that. We'll
And
probably do
they're
2
described
and like
as
2 packs,
mellow
2 packs.
milk with a slug of smooth honeyed 10-year-old single malt whiskey.
The hell am
Or
I
you just do
hearing
it
shit?
the other way. Okay. Well, whatever. We'll do it. We'll plan for the shroud.
Okay, so we're doing the skip route.
Yeah. It's yep.
Okay.
If we're scared of the big guy in pull 7, Dia dies very fast with Death Mark.
I'm more worried about the 5 rook guards.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Also, I've never
What
done
is-
this pull before, so
What do those guys do?
like punch me, man. I'm
Oh.
a squishy thing.
Give
Oh
me a
wait,
second
wait.
and
Hold on,
start,
hold on.
yeah.
No,
Okay,
stop.
I'm stopping. No, no, no.
5.
But who's kicking what in this first pull? There's like 3 of them.
Bond on far, and then you take over once it's in. Me diamond, chain bleed right.
Can you
Alright.
swap that? Can I be diamond? Because I'm gonna open over here, so I'll be able to kick diamond. Easier.
Sure. I will be new diamond then,
Sounds good.
Okay.
and then it'll be. Damn, no
Ooh, Russians
silences,
already
huh?
got cake, bro.
We got no beam, no sensitive. So should we do
We
a
have
nice
Lex sweep.
chill
We have
chill
Lex
route?
sweep. I don't know, we have Lex sweep, capped.
We can do a
whatever.
nice chill route with 2 casters per pull also.
Honestly, that might be better for us.
We have
This-
healer kick. We put 2 kicks on each
this-
and Pally on 1.
If you don't pull the bird, this pull just dies so fast. It's up to you though.
Okay, fuck it. I'll kick
We're dead, bro. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead.
I know, if you see
Bond kick
bolt,
first on the
So
far one, I'll
dead.
kick the rest.
if you
Alright,
see bolts on
what
me
are we
in the
what are we
first pull, I'll be
prowling?
fine.
Void Rider?
Yeah, kill the
Or cap?
fighter.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But he's gonna get tagged kind of late too, because I have to tag on the right first.
Oh,
Okay, I'm lost. What are we
Unless you want me to
doing?
tag him first, I can go this way, but that's because the other guys are gonna come in late.
I'm lost. What are we doing?
Sorry, we have tricks of the trade, bro. Big threat.
yeah. For me, I can't. Like, I need to hit the big guy first, so I'd be waiting. So it's up to you. What you want tricks on?
I don't care
Kelly.
about tricks. I want
Heinrich, thank you for the
Uh,
sub, babe. Appreciate it. And
Do
welcome to the
whatever
J
feels
Dot,
right
babes.
to you.
He says you don't do big damage.
Oh, hold on, hold on. Are we
Holy.
going? Hold on,
He
hold on.
doesn't need it.
Wait, reset. Alright, yeah, go. Now you can go. Pull 10.
Is it real or not?
This is a
It's real, it's real,
really
this
this is
is
a
real,
really
this
good
is real,
start.
this
This
is
is a really good start.
This is real.
5.
Maybe we don't do this, bro. I'm
4,
sweating.
3, 2,
Sorry.
No, we have 2. We have 2.
We have 2. What?
Thank the Titans you are here. The
We're just gonna end up in a DDoS. GG.
corrupted.
Alright, me diamond.
He's star.
First X.
If we free these storm rooks, we can fly there and try to end
Dodge.
Ronald.
My sweep.
Watch coming back.
3, 2, 1. Your
Oh,
Taking
shit.
diamond here.
Okay.
wasn't necessary. AoE.
With probably second on.
Iron Bark.
Ronald.
Or Devno.
Nice.
6 kicks.
I have a star out of my kingdom. Oh, it's an X launch.
Dark.
Oh, it's on CD, sorry.
That is
Dodge.
okay. We win. They're all dead.
One on chain bleed. Okay, we're good.
See, the pre-key macros are perfect.
Our comp ramps in this dungeon, so like, don't worry about this pull.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Dodge.
hitting
go
the
to
thing.
roosts, I will distract them here. We can link up later.
That's pretty good. Bond just
Me,
watch the Bond kick the Rotender, and I'll watch the Thunder. Everyone else can just back up.
Okay.
The title, the glory, it should have been mine, Belgrim.
3, 2, 1.
You never deserved to be
AoE.
Nice. Holy, the druid kick.
3, 2,
Good job.
1.
Sack.
Well
this
done.
person.
AoE.
This person's crazy.
Well, it was target macro.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Okay, and I will kick skull. You guys are on the other one.
I got first X.
Will that go for a bit? 1 sec. Okay, we're good.
Chain bleed second.
Yeah, I got X next.
Me.
Try not to power the Storm Wreck if you can, it's gonna die very fast.
Bond next.
Alright,
Targeted.
I can only target skull.
That's fine, you're fine.
I think I have to sweep here. Then chain bleed.
Okay.
Okay, I have it.
Me. Bond. JB, X. Chain bleed. Dude, these guys spam. What? 4 kicks?
Vortex.
Crazy.
Oh, I
You
used
know
that
what?
push,
I
push.
should have purged actually.
Sure.
Actual freaks.
I don't have to purge. I'm fighting hard.
No, the caster should have purged in the beginning. It's too late now though.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, same
that's
as
why they're
the
casting
same as the
tonight.
first pack. I got the Thunder, Bond, Skull, everyone.
Watch out for the
others.
patch roll.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'll kick skull.
X probably just goes honestly.
Yeah, we have a soothe.
You want me to not kick it?
Yeah, I can see
you can
that.
kick X. You can kick X and then Dan back up purple.
Oh, okay.
3,
I kicked right there.
Yeah, that's good.
targeted. AoE.
Arc. Oh, this is one of those alley Shaman pulls.
Three,
Can stack next barrage.
1.
It's still alive.
AoE.
Okay, I got Skull and X to start. Well,
Make sure we
yeah, I got
purge.
Skull and
Start
X. You guys kick start.
I will.
Yeah.
I will, yeah.
Alright, Bond first. I'll do next on start.
I have
Chain
Slayer.
bleed.
Goes
JB
from
Star.
X, and then I stop the rest.
Targeted.
I have
Oh.
Star next.
Yep, Bond. Me next on start.
Targeted.
I have.
Bond next.
I'm out of kicks, by the way. I have to blind.
My sweep.
Oh, I casting.
Bond knock.
I have both again.
Targeted.
Okay. Bond next. Whatever. Kick.
Alright,
Cool.
beautiful. River boss. 3, 2, 1, bang.
Spread.
I will always stand on the ass of the
Yeah,
boss.
spread out, spread out. We have a lot of
Bird.
melee, spread out.
The bird ass.
I will stand where I stand.
The booty.
Oh my god, that chunked me. It's Devo or a diff though.
Beam.
On the ass.
Spread.
Like the booty.
What?
Freezing.
Yeah, watch out, watch
Come
feet,
on,
feet.
chain, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh
No,
shit.
that shit.
Oh.
On?
Everyone calm down. Lock in.
Spread. Spread.
Watch your feet.
Spread. Spread. Beam.
I'm not sending. Big pull after.
True.
Spread.
Damn, Windwalker single target is bitch, bro.
I was about to
No,
say, you were
it's
catching up
crazy.
though for a little bit. I thought Ellie was not supposed to do single target. But I guess
Yeah,
Rogue,
it's
Rogue is the true
intermission.
no
I
single
can't do
target.
shit in intermission.
Yeah, that's a single target. It's pretty trash. Especially when I die, bro.
Okay, we do the pull, right? I don't think we're gonna have a sentence, so I think we still do the
Yeah.
pull.
I picked up the buff. Should I get
Sure.
rid of it?
No death mark either at the moment.
X, I'm on skull. You guys are on X.
Okay. Bond first on X.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Dot.
Still Bond.
Poking this.
Chain bleed next on X.
Yeah, I'm trying to face away. Okay, you guys don't be in front.
Oh, okay. I'll get next.
3, 2, 1.
JB.
Saxton,
X.
double sack.
Bond next X. Chain bleed.
You guys dead.
Go bark.
Mate.
14-second bark. Holy.
Yeah. It's a banger.
Is that a talent?
Yep.
Made it sound like
We go.
really
We
not
go. We
used to
go. We
that.
gotta go. We gotta go.
Okay.
Next pull is a nice chill for mobs with the guy. I kick.
3,
Sure.
2, 1. Dot.
We're finishing this off, by the way.
Bond next.
I got all the kicks. I got all the kicks.
Oh, sure, sure.
Actually, wait. We should let Bond kick. Yeah, just Bond kick off CD, and I'll steal the rest.
Yeah, yeah. He wants the DR, bro.
Yeah. Hit the big guy.
Tanky. I got next.
3, 2, 1. Dot.
You can kill the curse guard or crusher side.
3,
You could kill the other guy too. Sure, fuck it.
dot.
The diffuser? Yeah.
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, we're shouting.
I don't know if we need to distract, but maybe do it just in case.
He's facing the
don't.
wall
We
already.
don't need
He's
it.
busy. He's busy.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I kick skull. Everyone else is on the other one. X.
I'll go
getting
first.
focus.
Sure, sure.
Kill the left one.
Lost it up. Lost it up.
3, 2,
Chain bleed next X.
1. Dot. Dot. Spread.
I'll kick. Bond.
Three, 2,
Bubble set. Bubble set.
dot.
I do move out. Okay, careful, 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 careful.
Okay, okay. All good, all good. We got big heals there. Flourish was going.
Alright, let's go.
Just don't blow these up
Rolling, rolling,
insta.
rolling.
Don't blow up insta, and I'll let you know when. Okay, we're good.
Okay, we have to play this mechanic, so be ready to do that.
Second.
It's on me
Maybe.
right now.
Maybe
I'm standing
six.
still.
Full. Last.
Got next. That's the last one. Good date. Okay, we go towards the middle.
First.
I take.
Second.
Pass the chain.
Last.
And pass the JB. I sack JB.
Blessing of sacrifice.
Full.
What the? What?
I res, one sec, one sec. It pops at the end.
I noticed. Damn.
Yeah.
Big damage.
First.
Res, I take this. JB, watch JB, careful. One real, one real. Okay, good. I give chain.
Okay. I can take after if we need.
Chain give Dabno. This one.
Full. First.
I take.
Second.
Passing to Dabno. Dabno, watch your health.
Yeah. Walled. Boom.
Dabno give chain. Base is not that good, so be wary.
First.
I can take.
Full. Second.
And then, oh, this is in danger of going to bond unless someone takes it. Okay, good. There's a chain give dab. And we're trying to evacuate here.
I'm in danger. Maybe bark me.
Oh, yeah, nice bark, nice bark.
Okay, we're evacuating here.
Okay, we're good.
We, you should be fine. Yes.
Holy fuck, I'm doing no damn.
I take.
I told him here.
Second.
Oh, that's scary.
Don't let bond get this. Okay. Into a melee.
Last.
Is the other melee?
I get next.
You chain? Oh, no, check. One sec. Okay, we're good.
Big diffuse there.
Move.
First.
I give JB.
Second.
JB give chain.
Last.
And watch your health. Chain give Davno.
We just broke. Oh
Okay.
no!
Oh,
Oh.
I
Yeah,
did
it's
not
okay.
know
Kill us,
Twitch
kill us, kill us.
Bounced it like that. That's crazy.
Timer seems fine.
Full.
I think you just release. That was a good single on last boss.
hill. Is that the res?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, are you guys dead to this?
Maybe.
Let me kick.
No, we're good. We're good. Everyone's here.
Wait, where the fuck did I just go?
Dot.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
He's lost. He's lost.
attacking?
I marked the other person.
Yeah, we're good.
The directly under tech.
Even kill is parceling up there.
Dot.
Do these swirlies kill you insta?
Probably.
Orb. Spread.
I do not like that it feels
Alright, parcel.
darker and colder as we go down. But there are more survivors to rescue. The lift is out. If we want to keep going, we will have to go down the Storm Rider way. Follow me.
Dot. Orb.
We're coming. Felix. Looking a chain after this dies.
Spread.
Kick, 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 kick. Nice.
Got it.
Orb.
Don't kill the. Once the civilians die, we pull big guy, okay?
Sure. So focus civilians then.
Damage on the ascendant's good too.
Orb.
Okay, when the wave is done, I'm gonna throw my shield at him and then I'll probably pull. I'm gonna kick. Bond next on him, and I'm pulling.
Spread.
It's the new big guy.
Dot. Spread. Spread. Orb.
Dodge. Dodge. Hey, bark. Bark me.
Nice.
Dot.
They're phasing soon. 40%. Lucky.
Spread.
Well, the next time we should dance back and forth in the FLO. We should all just be
It's just you, right? We're not really. I'm not really in it.
stacked. Okay.
The noise aren't in it.
Yeah, just for the rest of us, I think.
Yeah.
That shit
Okay, when this guy
hurts.
dies, we chain. We're killing Skull. Okay.
Alright.
Got bark back in 3 if you need it.
Should be alright. Oh, maybe yeah, sure, send it. Holy,
Orb.
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, these mobs are no joke.
Yeah, I pushed bomb suit. I was like, I'll chill in, and then bomb suit broke in like 2 seconds.
Mobs are crazy, dude.
Dot.
And kick.
I don't have speed kicks.
Orb.
He's gonna
It's like
explode.
careful. I'm stacking on me. This guy's melee's cleave.
Oh, really?
Like a magic damage component.
Are we back and forthing in the FLO or whatever?
Yeah, it's not that big of
Yeah.
a deal, but
Oh, okay.
Alright, Jamie, alright.
I thought FLO was your biggest source.
oh hell no.
Oh,
Anymore.
I don't know. I don't play druid anymore.
Everyone good
Hey,
insta
my
or
druid
no?
says Zeppo is very important.
Sorry, we good what? Insta?
Are we gonna pull insta?
Yeah.
Where you guys want to play?
I could
Watch
do
my
far
fault.
right.
I got this side right here.
So I'll be middle then.
Currently,
Sending ones on pull should be fine.
I probably won't have a send for first burn, so. But if
Guess
you
the
both
last
have
second.
it, we send less.
1.
Okay.
Knock.
They will both have it, I think.
Yeah, then we send.
Clear.
Holy fuck.
We have at least 20 seconds, right? We're chilling. For burn.
I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah.
3,
100 mil. Yeah.
2, 1.
Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Actually, no. It's close.
I'm
To be
good
honest, I
on
wasn't
now.
thinking. I just pushed lost or push wings.
It's fine, it's fine.
We're
It's
good.
fine.
We're good with
I had
last
two
year, right? You guys are
too.
good.
Yeah, I'm good for last.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Big fucking lust.
Dude, this guy's getting owned.
Yeah, you guys carry me, bro. I'll carry the next one.
Perfect. I'm pretty AFK on the next one.
Dude, that lineup was sick. Oh my god. Unheard of damage. JBM far.
Yep, I got you.
Three, two, 1. Knock. Clear.
Wall.
Watch out, watch out.
Look how many I got over here. This is illegal.
Yeah, I think you've gotten like every fucking one of them.
There we go.
I can
We'll
cloak
have-
in 2, I can cloak in 1. Cloak in.
3, 2, 1.
Basic soon.
Three,
Should phase quick here.
Yeah, we're gonna get two more. We can't win in one, and so we just need to do two quick ones. I think.
Okay. I'll have
Right.
Death Mark in
I think that
25
makes
for
sense.
next. So we're chilling. We will also have damage bots for next, couple of us.
I'll defuse after. Diffusing.
Okay.
Boom. Okay, never mind. I thought I'd get rid of that shield easily.
3,
Pretty
that's
dry on
just-
this one.
Fat shield.
3 kills, nice.
knock.
It's high key, dude.
Clear.
Busy.
Boom.
Make sure we have a sentence for next burn, which should be fun. 1 minute 15. We'll have to hold DPS a bit at some point.
So I just send insta? I'm up right now.
Just
What do you
be.
think?
If you send, be ready to hold. That's what I'm saying.
3,
Okay, sure.
Or hold later if you send now.
1.
Maybe
Yeah,
just
I got-
send actually. Whatever.
15 seconds of another one.
I can get this one, dude.
Oh, we need to hold.
I
Holy fuck.
I need a dispel.
Oh, we
Oh,
holding?
are we
Wait,
for 40
maybe we
seconds up?
shouldn't. Maybe just
We might be able to
fuck
push
it.
one more
Just
time,
push
yeah.
and win. Just push and win. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Okay,
Just
fuck
go.
it, dude. Send
Fuck
it.
it, dude.
Send
Fuck
it.
you, dude.
I only have a Kingsbane.
Fuck it,
the other
dude.
team.
Nothing can go wrong.
Go wrong. If we fail, we just ascend as the shield.
All
and
damage
die instantly
globals.
Anyway.
Go.
Okay, not Crimson Violin.
Three seconds. 2, 1. We failed.
Oh my god.
No way.
Burn, push. We have damage.
Oh,
Let's use it.
shit.
Okay,
Yeah, we
okay.
have-
I've got
we have
damage at
as many
30.
as- Yeah,
Damage
I
at
have damage
30.
at 30 as well.
I need a dispel.
Yeah, fuck, I'm nowhere near you. Hang on. Fuck.
I'm gonna
Just
die.
You spell.
Yeah.
Blade
Okay.
hands. On any ads? Freak out. We just need to do damage. Doing a lot of damage running right now.
I got. Don't worry about me. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Wait, what the hell?
Wait, what?
Did you
He
taught
still-
it?
He had 100 mil on the shield.
Wait, what
Yeah,
happened?
he was in shield. What the fuck?
Interesting.
Who did that? Who did
He
that?
touched a death.
Did you taunt?
Goes through shield. Let's go,
What?
baby. We were gonna break. We didn't have the dam.
No, I was with the death mark. You ascended.
know, man, 100
Surely we
mil?
break it.
Let's
I think
go,
I think
baby.
we were gonna
Easy
break it.
time, easy time, easy time.
That was easy. We
It
actually.
was easy for how scuffed that was.
You should have held probably, and then if Dabnell holds, we'll
No,
do
but I
one.
mean this time like
No,
I
dude, we
thought-
said
I
fuck it.
underestimated
Whenever
how
we
much
say
health the
fuck
shield
it,
had.
dude, I'm
Or
sending.
overestimate.
Like I don't care. The fuck it, dude. Call got made. We're sending.
I mean, fuck it, dude. Like,
yeah, but I think
If you say fuck it, dude, you have to win.
you have to send. You have to just go full dick.
I don't know. I mean, I just need
Oh wait, I can.
It's 18
roll, 'cause
priority,
I
is
had-
that
I had a
GG's?
17
Maybe.
Mercury.
I think it's GG's. It turned into Priory. That dungeon's not fun.
I think this one.
I like that dungeon
Well,
on
maybe
our
close the
RNP.
lid and close the door, I guess.
JB, what happened? We need a VOD review.
Wait.
We need a big VOD review for this.
Yeah, why did he die? I don't know. I'm trying to think why a boss would lose health with his shield up.
Oh no, I'm talking about your hat trick for that dungeon, bro.
Hat trick is
God
crazy.
damn.
Oh.
I need to rewatch my death. There's no way I
Oh,
was in
the
that
first death
circle.
was your guys' fault. 2 lightning bolts went off instantly on me at the same time.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I got double
That one we
lightning
don't need to
bolted.
talk about.
Then
The state I live in has like shared negligence, so it's like 80% our fault, maybe 20% your fault.
Wait, you also had kick,
'Cause you
JB,
could have
no?
bared it. You could have bared it.
yeah, I did have kick. That's true. But
Nah,
You
it's
know.
straight up our fault.
No, it is. I could have kidneyed or something. I was
Then-
Wild lightning death is crazy though, man.
then that
Ooh.
second death, dude, I
Bro,
actually
I'm trying to. Did you have a VOD? Does anyone stream it? You just probably stream it. There's no way I was in
Yeah.
that circle. There is zero
I'm
shot
gonna
I was
watch
in
it.
that
You're gonna be
circle.
straight up in it. I'm gonna watch right now.
Okay, I'll pull up your stream. There's zero chance I was in that circle.
Oh, you know what? I've raided in 40 minutes. I probably can't go again.
So great in 40 minutes.
There's no bro. There's no circle there. I'm looking at your stream.
Bro, that toe is in 100p.
No way.
Look,
no
look, I'll
shot,
show you.
bro. Oh, that shit disappears in the railing or whatever.
Right there, look, I pause frame right there. Look,
Oh, the front left
it's,
toe. Yeah,
it's
you're
really
right.
close. It's really
The
close.
front left toe is in that. You're right.
Get you in the group. I think we're just disbanding it now. I think Dabnell has
That's
to go
crazy.
raid.
You just got a big toe, bro.
It's the big red shoes actually. It's Mogdiv.
Did you lose a lot of dam because of that or no?
A little bit. I didn't have Vanish for 20. I lost my hero tree for a little bit. But my pure SD is pretty shit on the spec, unfortunately.
I think I fucked up because I sent them the trash before, and if I just save for the lust, I don't think any class beats me on that lust burn with a send.
Probably not with 3 minutes. It's
No,
also
it's
weird.
disgusting what I do.
it's weird too, cause like I usually have pot for the lust burn, but my pot wasn't up. I think it's cause of this route. Like I didn't get to pot until we jumped down, and then there was no
Mhm.
5 minutes in between.
That's the reasoning
I
was we
winged
got.
up cooldown. There were like none in the burn, so
Yeah, that didn't help
I
either.
didn't think we were gonna. I thought the four phase was gonna be really easy, but
It would have. It would have.
should have.
On 18, it lines up better for me. I think. I would do more damage.
See,
What ended up being the overall? Let's see. Okay.
Dude, Ellie Shaman's OP.
Ellie Shaman's OP. That's no AI, no Havoc Demon Hunter or whatever.
Yo, Monk is
and
buffing me though. Monk
Yeah,
buffs
he's
my
got, he got
earthquake.
Mystic Touch.
Yeah,
Oh,
He got
that's
it's
Mystic
because of the
true, that's
earthquake
true.
buffs with Mystic Touch. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yep.
No, there's no way.
3% of 1 billion.
5% of 1 billion. 5%
it
of
5 or
1
3?
billion. It's
I thought it was
5 because
3.
it's so
Is it
weak.
actually... Oh shit.
At least single target is decent if you have Ascend. If you don't, you're in trouble.
I also definitely like I held my death mark before boss, and then I didn't have it back up after boss for the big pull right away. It was weird. Should probably just send on CD and not overthink it moving forward in 17s.
All right, GG's. Raid time.
All right, GG's.
GG's. Wait, Yoda, how many points did you get for that?
27.
Okay. I think he fucking jumped me by timing
That's
that key.
crazy. Wait, didn't I? I thought I had 16 already. That's crazy.
No, you definitely. Yeah, you probably got 2 levels worth.
Where I did 16? Maybe it was on my warrior. Yeah, no, I only have 15. Sick.
Alright, GG's guys. I gotta go. I promise some friends I'll play. Thanks for the key though.
Yeah,
Later, bro.
GG's.
All right, peace. Yeah, I guess I chill till right too.
Rob probably has Giga Threat, bro. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's if I survive the keys, it's like so much easier.
Let me see how much healing I did to Prop Paladin in this key.
60-40, right?
Let's see.
Something like that.
I gotta back out the other percentages here, but yeah, more or less because I did 30% of my overall to you and 20% to me. So 30. Let's see. So I did 30 to you, and you did, or 30% of my healing was to you out of your. Let's see. You did 780, or I did 785 to you, and you did 114 billion.
Yeah. About right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Damn, that fucking bomb suit does 11% of your healing?
This thing is crazy for Paladin.
Did you just have like a shitload of mitigation that stretches it out?
Yeah. In theory. Actually, recently someone posted a picture and it said Paladin is the squishiest tank. Like the most bursted down tank of all tanks, including Blood DK.
Huh.
Which is crazy. I think people just don't know how to play it that well.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels, like you.
All right, I'm gonna chill. All right.
All right, GG's.
GG's, guys.
What bond friends us? All right. Well, the 17 was Honestly, if we would have not missed that last push on the boss by like whatever the fuck 500,000 HP or something, we would have timed that with quite a bit. I think we spent another like 30 seconds on the shield before the boss randomly died for whatever reason. Because I think we had like 50. I think we had like 50 some seconds left when the boss reshielded. So we would have timed that with like a minute left. So yeah, not how I expected to get my first 17 done, but we take it. Also, I didn't expect to get my first 17 done with a fucking Prop Paladin. It's been kind of a weird week because yesterday I got score off of a 16. What did we do yesterday? 16. What did I time yesterday that I didn't already have on 16? Oh, it was the Rookery. Yeah. We got a 16 Rookery done yesterday with the Prop Warrior. And now today the 17 with the Prop Paladin. So maybe we're making the big rotation off a Vengeance Demon Hunter. Alright, I still need Floodgate, right? Yeah, we'll sign up for that one. Here we go. I was about to say, like, I don't know what this group's waiting for. Like, that they already have a priest. I guess maybe a shaman for the mastery buff. They want more than verse or something, but all right. 1 second. I mean, you're the one that made the water. You're the one that made the water all come out.
You just let it sit here.
What do you mean, just let it sit here?
But this, no,
No, it wasn't that smell till you came down. Whatever it was earlier was like a mildewy smell. Oh no. When I came down here, it wasn't that. It was never blocked. When I was flushing it, it was fine. I flushed it multiple times and nothing happened.
Oh.
Yeah. No. I mean, I did, but it was like small.
No.
It was small.
No.
All right, we go Floodgate. Watching Fired Up with me healing was fun. Wish I was streaming. Yeah, I didn't realize we were gonna do the sequencing of the groups quite like that, because I thought I was gonna be playing with the other group for a while longer, and then because Shaq asked if I want to do keys, and I was like, I'm gonna be playing with them for a while. Probably not. And then When then like as Shaq asked the guy, one of the guys in the group was like, "This is probably my last key." And I was like, "Oh, well, shit. Yeah, I guess if we're not doing anything else after this, yeah, I could probably play for a bit." But I already turned my stream off after that. So then when I get avoided by wait, what? Hold on. Why did I avoid you? Question mark. Well, all right. How's everybody's eye levels looking in here? Ooh, 668. All right, all right, all right.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flushing multiple times? Yeah, we have a toilet down here that's like, it's just all the plumbing down here is a bit sus, and the toilet like backed up tonight or something. I don't know. It like started leaking water and it smells like shit. So we got to get some guy out here to look at it.
CC. Dodge.
Oh, okay, Mr. Flamethrower, I see you.
Beat. CC.
Drop that out from them so they don't have to deal with that shit.
Dodge.
Oh.
Beat.
Yo, 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 yo. Get that shit off me. Hey, yo. Fuck, you proc cheat.
CC. 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 Dodge. Interrupt. Interrupt. Dodge. Interrupt. Interrupt. AoE. Ads. Dodge. Interrupt. Interrupt. Dodge. Interrupt. Interrupt. Dodge. Interrupt. AoE. Ads. Dodge. Interrupt. Interrupt. Targeted.
What the fuck, man? Come on, dude.
Interrupt.
I got all scared there because I was like, fuck, if I try to go up the stairs, am I gonna body pull this shit? Like, Bro, I'm getting fucking annihilated by this shit. What the hell?
Dodge. Dodge.
Why don't I have a, I feel like I don't have a timer for when the boss is gonna do his, like, enrage. I also didn't realize that that fucking sonic boom thing, like, kills you. Like, I thought it just, like, dealt damage and pushed you around. I didn't realize it actually, like, fucking killed you if you stay in front of it. Oh, it blows up when it hits something. Okay. Okay. That's what I was like, bro, I've never died to that before. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I see it. It fucking blows up when it hits something, so I got pushed into a wall and then it hit the wall and exploded, I guess. Can we do the 16? Yeah, one sec. Just kind of, I don't want to dip just yet because we're kind of like talking through what happened. Is the best tank just VDH at this point? Well, certainly the most popular. It's got the same, I mean, the things that made Vengeance popular in the past are still very good. Will always probably be good. The ability to just CC entire groups of mobs by yourself. Now, obviously, that it's been nerfed from what it was back in like Dragonflight, but still, a lot of tanks don't have really much ability to do a whole lot about group stops.
got another incursion, and we need some defenders. I know you're good at this.
What's better for DPSing is resto, cat, or boomkin? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Boomkin's probably a bit easier to do AoE damage on. Cat form's probably a bit better on single target, but I don't think it's enough to make a huge deal about it one way or the other. The fuck is this remix, man? Bum, 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 bum. All right, we're putting together a very... Wait, we're not? Oh. Am I trying to make a main group at the moment? I don't know exactly what's going on. I played with a group yesterday. Chain asked if I want to do keys with a particular group, and that felt like they wanted to make something more consistent. But I don't think the tank could play today or something, so we didn't queue today. So I'm not sure what the status of that is. But the then there's Shaq also asked me, I don't know to what extent Shaq wants to do like consistent keys this season. He asked if I was down to do 4 fun keys with him and Fired Up and Boomy. And I was like, yeah, sounds fun. So we did keys for the first time last night, but I don't know if that's just gonna be like a do keys whenever the fuck they feel like it, or Is it mandatory for Druid to cat weave? No. No, it's like never mandatory for healers to do any damage, and unless you get to super high keys, and even then, I don't know. You'd have to be not timing the key by less than like probably 30 seconds for healer damage to come into play, and even then, as long as the healer's doing like some attempt at damage, 30 seconds I feel like would be the difference between a healer who's like literally not doing fucking anything versus somebody who's being a sweat lord. Ten out of 10 route. We like that one. All right. I don't even know what the fuck is a good route in this dungeon. I think there was one I saw where you skip the double. Do we do that in this route? You skip the double? Yeah, I saw one where you skip these two. I like that. This pull sucks ass, and it takes a while.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dot.
Or are you looking for something a little harder? Show 'em
Dot.
what we got on tap, Bellbriar.
Dot. Dot. Knock. Dance. Knock. Dance. Knock. Dance. Knock.
Uh-oh.
Dot.
It's to be a bar fight then. Good.
Dot.
Goes down smooth.
Dodge.
Break it up.
Dot.
Goes down smooth.
Dodge. Dot.
Goes down smooth.
Dodge.
Time for happy hour. Keep 'em coming. Where's my drink?
Wait, did I not throw it to him? What the fuck? Did I throw mine at the guy at the bar instantly or something and not even realize it?
Break it up.
Oops.
Dot. Dodge.
Break it up.
Dot.
Goes down smooth.
Dodge. Dot.
Goes down.
Oh.
Time for happy hour. Keep 'em coming. Where's my drink? Break it up.
Dot. Dodge.
Break it up.
Charge.
Oh no, my stills! They bypassed the filters! It's running too hot. The mead will be substandard.
Yeah, but there'll be more of it. More meat, more money. That's good business.
Oh, fuck.
Brew was my personal
All right, I
practice,
believe
my
that's
passion.
GG.
Everything.
Are healers responsible for the bees on third boss? Yeah, I think for the most part. If you fall behind, the DPS could help, but it should be your goal is to take care of it. Don't get why. I don't get why you just quit WoW. Oh, like why? Don't quit WoW and just try modeling. Yeah, I mean it's playing B, obviously. Any more 17s? No. Unfortunate. Let that squirt get a little warm before we finished it. Not the best. Worm squirt? Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that. I haven't had... Actually, kind of shit that gets clipped, but I associate squirt with my grandpa. He was a farmer, and it's the only time I've ever... He bought squirt to keep around the house. And it was the only time I'd ever drink it was when we'd go up to visit him. I hadn't thought about it in a while, honestly. And then when I went to the grocery store the other day, I had to buy sodas, and 7-Up was having a buy two, get two. And I was looking for what I wanted to grab, and there was Diet Sunkist, and I was like, yep. And then next to that, there was Squirt, and I was like, holy shit. I haven't thought about that in probably like 20 years or something. We're going to try that. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's basically Fresca, so if you like Fresca, then you're in business. Would I rate Squirt over Sunkist? No. Orange soda. So the thing about orange soda, Diet Orange Soda in particular, is I feel like Diet Orange Soda is one of the closest analogs to its fully sugared soda counterpart. Like, I feel like the taste of Diet Orange Soda gets pretty close to sugared orange soda. I'm sure there's like a certain amount of sweetness with fully sugared that you're just like, whoa. But I feel like the Diet Orange Soda maintains a lot of the taste complexity that I appreciate about fully sugared orange soda. So it's hard to beat that. But I definitely enjoy grapefruit soda, whether it be Squirt or Fresca. Either one of those is zesty. Diet Sprite's the worst at being the closest. Yeah, yeah, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the diet lemon lime variants. All right. Okay, I keep getting spammed by friend list or the friend groups thing. BNet API bug detected, which is because of I assume the DDoSing dropping the BNet services for a second, and apparently it like bugged my friends list, and now this add-on won't shut the fuck up about it. So we're gonna try restarting my client. Mine RC Cola fan. I have not had RC Cola hardly at all in my life. I don't know if it's more prevalent other places, but it was just never really an option for me in the places. At least in the areas I lived, RC Cola was basically like if a place was serving RC Cola, it was usually a rundown joint. That became kind of synonymous with like cheap. If someplace was serving RC Cola, it was like okay. So I just didn't have it very often. Ooh. Wait, what is this green arrow thing? Linked auras. This is new. What does this indicate? Oh, I guess that's kind of helpful. There are times where I think what this is meant to address, normally if this is saying that you have a weak aura ready for update, it's like, yeah, I know this weak aura needs update. What I think this is doing is there are times where, at least for me, I have edited a weak aura into a like I'll take a weak aura that I downloaded and I'll edit it once, and then I'll use it to make something else almost entirely unrelated, because it like the base functionality of it does, it tracks some spell, and I'm like, oh, I want to track this other spell the same way, and then I'll make a completely different weak aura based on that, and I'll forget that it was that first weak aura originally, and then when that weak aura gets an update, it'll tell me, oh, you ready for an update, and I'll be like, what the fuck do I have in my weak auras pack that's that thing? Like, why do I need to update that? And then I'll remember after a while that like, oh, actually it's this one weak aura that's buried in one of your healer packs that was based on that has nothing to do with that anymore, but it'll tell you to update it every time it updates. All right, well, we hit a little dry spot here in terms of keys, but a productive session getting the 17 Rookery done. I need to get above 3,400 now. It's beginning to get annoying that I can't time 15s here. These are not particularly difficult 15s, I don't think, to do. So now I have only myself to blame in some ways for the floodgate. I was playing with the other group yesterday, and we got to We got to the last boss on Floodgate 2 times in a row where I died. Once to getting shocked by the pool, and then once to just getting fucking melted by the dot. I still don't know what I want to do about that. I think I... Can you... By the way, does anybody know, can you meld the dot on last boss of Floodgate? If you know he's going to target you, can you shadow meld that? I think you can. Are my IEMs custom fitted? Nope. I feel like if I just rotated ironbarking myself, you've melded before and still got it. I swear I saw Henry meld it on the last boss, but maybe not. I don't know. Because Ironbark, it makes me mad that the Ironbark with the CD reduction talent is still a minute 10. It's like such an awkward CD. Because there's a lot of things in the game that are a 1 minute cooldown, and if Ironbark was a 1 minute CD, you could just line it up with that every time, but instead it's a 1 minute 10-second CD. I feel like they probably did that shit on purpose. Just to be like, no, 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 no. It's going to feel like a low cooldown DR, but actually you're only going to be able to use it for every other thing that you want to use it for. All right, well, my guild killed Muggsy last night, I believe. So they should be working on Gallywix tonight. And I know a lot of the good guilds have been killing Gallywix in like less than 70 pulls or something, but I imagine it should die for at least probably under 100 for them. So they could definitely get a kill this week, I think. I got my belt recrafted today, up to 675. I'd used the heroic crest for it, but we bumped it up to mythic. So now the plan is to recraft mythic chest next week. Or I mean, craft a mythic chest next week. Base mastery probably. And then should have... I saved 45 gilded crests, so next week we'll get 90, which will bring us to 135. So it should cost 60 to craft and then 75 to level a mythic piece from 1 out of 6 to 6 of 6. So hopefully we get a mythic piece. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting just the mythic helm and just be done with my mythic tier slot pieces. We'd have mythic helm, gloves, mythic helm, gloves, legs, crafted chest, and mythic shoulders as well. Or maybe a trinket. But yeah, it's now that I understand how a Cersei circlet works, where your mastery goes up, but it buffs the rest of the gems in the ring. I actually do feel like it's going to require me to get a mythic ring to replace this thing, and not just a mythic ring, but I think like a mythic good stat ring. Like it'll have to be a high haste mythic ring to replace Cersei's. And as my gear goes up, I don't know how much better it's going to make Cersei's. Like Cersei's may keep scaling up with my gear to the point where by the time I'm at like 678 eye level, Cersei's may actually be pretty close to a 678 ring. I'm not sure. Do I have logs from the ones last night? I should, yeah. I died on the first, I think the first debuff. Did I upload that one? I think I did actually upload that. No, that was a priority. Did I ever upload the floodgate? Actually, maybe I didn't upload the floodgate. Yeah, where would that have been? This one? think so. Yeah. Expect to get 6 or 7 of them. Yeah, it's mostly just like I feel like the AoE beats my ass so hard that if I don't have a cooldown for that, I'm liable to die. Although maybe I just trust that we have like other AoE, like group AoE defensives or something. The other problem is if you're intending to bark every if you're intending to use bark for the debuff, you can get fucked and get the debuff, like get the debuff second on the first set and first on the second set, and I don't think you'd have bark back for that. So that is definitely the kind of key where something like fucking bomb suit would be kind of nice to run. Who the fuck even is bomb suit? There you are. Minute 30. Definitely alternate iron bark and that. DFC trinket? Yeah. Well, let me know. Let me know when I get one. And honestly, for that purpose, the combustible suit's like way better. It does so much more absorb than Burn does. It's like 4 times more absorb, I think. Is that yeah, more than 4 times the absorb. Have I looked at dislogs for this boss? No. They just fucking shield the whole goddamn thing. Yeah, it's the problem with these fucking absorbs, or the problem with these fucking zaps is I could probably just take fucking like frenzied regen and live it, but I have to heal some other motherfucker too. Which is what makes frenzied regen such a like shitty defensive ability is if you're the only person getting hit, it's useful. If you're not, then you can't afford to just sit in bear form the whole time. But it would be super chill if I was the only person getting zapped. I could just shift into bear form, wait a couple ticks, hit frenzied regen, do a big heal, because frenzied regen scales off of mastery as well. So the amount of healing it does is like if I had like rejuve, regrowth, life bloom on myself, and then first I guess I would need to get frenzied regen. Let's just do, oops, can't do that. Power keys with fired up. Good. That's I think I had maybe underestimated how little some of those guys had done keys this season, but that's fine. It's helpful actually. Sometimes it's helpful to play in a group like that, because if you have a group that's constantly asking questions about stuff, you can unearth some stuff that you maybe misunderstood or didn't know about a boss. where if somebody else is being like super inquisitive of like, I don't know what's going on, what's this, what's this, what's this, what's this, when stuff starts getting explained, you may pick up something that's like, oh shit, I didn't know the boss did that. Oh, okay, cool. So it can be nice to play with groups where people don't know what's going on and there's a lot of discussion happening. Rookie was the first time he did that dungeon oh, assuming not on Mythic Zero. Yeah, it's that was basically how I was like when I started back this season. I hadn't looked at any of these dungeons beyond what I had done while leveling. So yeah, like Rookery was the only time I'd touch Rookery was leveling up. The only time I touched, I don't even think I really touched Darkflame while leveling. What's the other one? Cinderbrew? Yeah, I don't think I touched Cinderbrew while leveling. So a lot of that stuff was literally like whatever I had seen on beta like 9 months ago or something. Alright, so here was the log from the at least that thing. Hang on, it's loading. Probably because raid time. It's probably servers getting run the fuck down right now. So when a 16 gigazap hits for 16 million, it's about double my health bar. Alright. Bro, come on. Why is this not? There we go. Yeah, this was the... It was this one where I died? What is going on with this server? Alright, yeah. Here's a gigazap death. So... How did I die here? This was with no, Wait, was this with, Did I have fucking Iron Bark on myself here? Why does it say Regenerative Heartwood? What was the overkill here? 538,000? Not inconsequential. Yeah. Need to figure out a more consistent way to live that. About the margin? What was the... What am I looking at here? Alright, where does Vic use Ironbark on this fight? Or Barkskin, I guess. Although I guess I'd be curious about both. Let's see, Barkskin, Ironbark. Okay, so he uses Ironbark on other people. And yeah, actually don't know. So he uses it on... Yeah, he uses it on the debuff, not on the AoE. Well, maybe I should be a bit more... I don't know, maybe I should just live the AoE, I guess. How's Resto Druid feeling? It's good. It's got quite a bit of healing.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Bro, have last started getting cheaper yet? I'm so ready for this shit to come down in price, man.
My things
What were they selling for before? Let's see, Flask of Tempered Swiftness. Historically, what is this shit sold for? Well, it's way cheaper in EU, I think. let's see. Illidan. Illidan. Wait, it says it's selling for 900 gold right now. What the fuck? That's not right.
Supply of goods for outlanders.
There we go. Okay, I need to like refresh. Yeah, so let's see. Can I scroll out by... Can I make it show? Yeah, more... Let's see. Where has it been? Okay. Yeah, back in like January and February and shit, it was like 650 gold per flask. Pretty sure NA just fucking sucks. What was it on Terran Mill when I was playing? Or I guess I was on Draenor on my druid. What's Draenor's been? Draenor. Why is the site taking so long? God damn it, what? Why are you being such an asshole about this? Okay, so Draenor in January flasks were 650. Yeah, I guess it got down to about the same price. Jay, thank you for the host. Hope you had a fantastic stream.
My directive has been fulfilled.
NA Andy. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I could just never find like a group to... I could never find a group to stick with on EU. People were excited to play with me on NA. Nobody gave a shit who I was on EU. Oof, dude, you can tell raid hours started. Oh, I sent normal sprocket today too. Forgot to mention that. Sent normal sprocket, nothing dropped. Haven't seen a Mr. Pick Me Up drop in like my last 4 sprocket kills. That's starting to get a little annoying. It's one thing to see it drop and not win it, but at least that means it's going to somebody, and then that person doesn't need it anymore. But when none of them drop, also at least if it drops for somebody, I have the opportunity to try to buy it from them. This way I can't even, if it just doesn't drop, I just can't even use my streamer powers. Just fucked. That sucks. Theater. Love fucking listening to live sets. Just hear some asshole. I love. Oh, 16 workshop. This guy's only done a 14 and he has 3,200 score. Sussy. Suspicious. Shack log off? I think he did. Woo, lighters. Woo. What's the biggest difference from swapping to EU to NA? I feel like just the number of people that want to push in EU seems higher. I feel like that's kind of a one of those things where it just seemed like there were always more people on EU that were like, it just felt like more people gave a shit, I guess. Would be like the easiest way to put it. And it's like you know, people ask like why does EU do higher keys than NA, and I don't necessarily think it's like because EU's strictly better. I mean, as you can see with like Race to World First, like NA can hang, but it feels like there's more people in EU that just like give a shit about what their Mythic Plus score is and want to play all the time, and maybe those people exist on NA and I just haven't found them yet. I mean, obviously by the time I was done on EU, my friends list included a lot of people that I'd met over 4 years, and it's been a while since I've added anybody to my friends list on NA. So maybe it's just a matter of needing to find those same people, but it definitely feels like there's just more people in EU that like their Mythic Plus score is like their identity, and if they don't have a high score, it just like bugs the shit out of them, and they do whatever they have to get a high score, play all the time, online all the time. And obviously those people exist in NA, but it just felt like EU had a lot more of them. Definitely less pug higher, more push groups with friends. Yeah, like I definitely see people online doing keys on like my friends list, but I never see people in LFG for the most part. So it is definitely one of those things that is, I guess, a question of like who's doing the keys. And that's not to say that EU people don't also like form groups and like form push groups and shit. Like there's definitely push groups in EU, but it just feels like there's more people who are willing to just like send their key on EU in LFG and like make it, you know, figure out some way to make the group work. In public, they're insanely nice. Random conversation with someone you never met. Yeah. Yeah, I would say online persona is probably a little different, but it's definitely something to be said for, or I should say, maybe not like for everybody, but for me at least, being around other North Americans just feels more comfortable. And I'm not even sure exactly why I would say that is. I mean, there's obviously there was like a bit of a language barrier with EU in the sense that accents can be a little harder to pick up on at times. but it wasn't one of those things where like I just straight up didn't understand people for the most part. But I do think some of it was like the way that you can be like quippy with your speech, you know, make like little jokes, fast jokes. Sometimes it doesn't land with people who aren't like native English speakers, or even necessarily people who aren't American English speakers. And so even though you're like speaking the same language and you both understand each other, the nuance is lost at times. And it doesn't, you know, it doesn't affect your ability to like communicate in general, but if you're just trying to have friendly conversations, sometimes it can make it a little odd. Any chance of playing with the Monday Night Squad again tonight? I don't know. I saw Shaq sitting online all day, which he normally doesn't do. And then I was like, maybe he's waiting for Fired Up to get on. And now I see Fired Up's on, but now Shaq's offline. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like I said, Shaq asked if I was interested in doing keys with him and Fired Up and Boomy this season for fun. I don't know exactly what that what expectation you have on for fun keys. So I don't know if that's a thing where for fun means we still want to play a lot, or whether for fun means we'll just randomly log in to do keys, and that there'll never be anything consistent about it, or what. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But there's certainly something to be said for playing with the liquid guys. Like, it is kind of funny how, well, maybe funny is not the right word, but noticeable how guys that just like know how to press their buttons, you start doing dungeons and it just dies. Like, you thought you had a pretty good idea of how fast stuff should take, and then you play with guys in like the top guilds with like good gear and shit, and like it's just like boom, shit evaporates, and you're like, huh, all right. And that is a thing that is interesting as the season goes along. Is there'll be times where you'll be playing with a group and you'll struggle to get to like the next key level, and you'll be like, how are other groups doing this? But then you end up at some point playing with a group full of like blasters, and you see how much damage they do, and you're like, oh, I get it now. I see how teams time higher keys. They do this much DPS. All right, makes sense. I don't, dude, I don't know. I just don't really trust that. 14. I just don't trust a key that starts, like, if somebody's only done a 14, I don't trust that we're going to walk in and bang the 16. Like, I know that at this time of day, maybe it's like, fuck it, just send it. Like, you're not going to get a lot of better options, but I don't know, just, not a believer, I guess. Do it for content? Yeah, but like this gets back to the conversation from the other day. It was like there's the opportunity cost of these things where if I join a key for fun or whatever, maybe there was another key that was actually going to be a more interesting key that would have showed up 5 minutes later, that if I just would have stuck around, I would have seen that. And so it's like tough to pull the trigger on those kind of groups where if I was really confident that nothing was going to be happening for the next 30 minutes, then yeah, fuck it, why not? But you just never know when you're going to see. Like, I would have never thought at all today that Dabno was going to throw a 17 rookery into LFG. As soon as I saw that show up, I was like, yo. Very few rested druids, time 16 flood. For me, it's literally last boss. That was we went in and did 16 flood back to back yesterday with that group I was playing with, and both times we got to the last boss and then I just died. And it wasn't that. I mean, like, I think in both cases we walked into the last boss with like, I don't know, 6 minutes left or more. If I remember right. Like, we had a shitload of time. There was nothing else, so I just needed to not die on last boss. Which again is just, that's probably just moving my CDs around. Like, use iron or use bark skin for living the zap. And not using it for the AoE. And then you don't die to the zap, and then the fight's chill. It is definitely a more difficult key than I guess I was expecting it to be. To get timed. Well, I don't know. It's weird. When the season first started, I had the sense that Floodgate was going to be a difficult key. Then, after a while, it seemed like maybe this isn't that hard of a key. And now I have this, like, sort of perception of it as being something that I shouldn't struggle with that much. But for whatever reason, I just haven't been able to, like, put together a clean run. And it's definitely frustrating to wipe like we wiped yesterday. Because you had, like, you have it timed. Like, there's absolutely no... It's not one of those things where it's like you're dying to something that is just really difficult. I mean, not that the healing through that dot is, like, easy, but it's definitely not something that should be insanely difficult. You just got to figure out how to, like, what buttons you're going to press each time. So it's, like, frustrating that it felt like we got through the difficult part of the dungeon, and then on the part that should be, like, relatively consistently doable, we wiped a couple times, and it was just like, God damn it. What is encouraging, at least about yesterday's group, is I felt like we had a fuckload of DPS, and it felt like I could do pretty high level keys without necessarily feeling like I was griefing by not playing Disc Priest. And so that was an encouraging session to be like, man, I feel like we're doing enough damage to do like 17s across the board at this point. Like it's nice being in those kind of groups where the damage just is there and you don't really feel like you have to worry about the timer. And that's what yesterday's group felt like, was as long as you play clean, you will for sure beat the timer on this key. What up, Squiz? Thank you for the resub, babe. 35 months, appreciate it, and thank you for your continued inclusion in the J-Dot, babes. Vic uses burn. Wait, he uses burn and Galatias? Playing Wildstalker when I say I have enough damage? Well, I mean the group, not me. I don't think druid damage really matters one way or the other that much. I mean, there's some single target fights where you could probably do relatively meaningful amounts of DPS, but on the whole, you're not dramatically affecting your team's timer in the key. Playing Keeper isn't bad then? I've played Keeper before. I think I have begun leaning towards playing Wildstalker for most keys. But I think that for the most part, the keys I've done is Wildstalker. I could probably do as Keeper as well. I haven't felt like there was like a dramatic difference in terms of throughput. Been playing Keeper because you burn out on cat form? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Like, it feels like Boomkin damage is as relevant as it's ever been, and if that's something you've been itching to do for a while, like, go nuts. Ooh, these fucking keys, dude. I need some people to start killing Gallywicks so they can just be done with raids. So I don't gotta worry about people raiding all the goddamn time anymore. There's Shaq, also in a group with Fired Up. See, this is the shit that's like, if they're doing these 4 fun keys and they're starting them at fucking 10 p.m., man. Ugh. Any of the bad Tennessee storms tonight? No, I don't think so. Heard about them, but like seem pretty relaxed around here. Nothing that too stressful. What are common mistakes I see in each key? Let's see. In Rookery, getting hit by the frontal on the first pull. Not spreading out on the first boss. In let's see. Let's see other dungeons this season. Dark Flame Cleft. Like kind of like letting yourself get run down while fixated on the first boss. I don't really know if people have a way to prevent that from happening, but I also feel like there's times where people just don't really appreciate that they're getting their ass whipped and they need to like do something to live. People being lazy, I think. I don't know if it's lazy or they're just trying to maximize DPS, maybe both. With like doing candles on the second boss and with baiting candles on third boss. Also last boss. I feel like there's a lot of I feel like some groups have pushback when it's like, oh, the person with the circle gets the new candle and they're like, and it's like, what, man? You're running out with the fucking circle anyway. Just go out and touch the fucking candle when you do it. Like, this should not. I am the least like healer ego person on the planet. I will sign up for virtually any job that I think is good for a healer to do. But if you are already running out with the fucking circle, just touch the fucking candle, man. This is not a big ask. Fuck you if you're like, oh, I think the healer should do it. No, I don't think that's true at all, actually. I think you are being insanely DPS brained right now. Should be touching as many as you can. There's like a respawn on them. So I assume you don't just want to like grab 3 and dump them all at the same time, because then I think you won't have any to refresh it. So you have to like space them out when you use them, which is why the circle thing I think is good tech, because that provides a natural sort of cadence to when you're grabbing the candles. Is the Buzzbee a healer job? Yeah, for the most part. If you fall behind, then, or if there's some that are like in bad spots, sometimes it's like hard to get all the barrels, because a lot of times, like there's times where you want to like line it up and hit multiple barrels. So there's times where I start to maybe fall behind a little bit, but for the most part, it should be a thing where unless the healer is like help, then the healer could probably get all of them. Surprised that gets friction? Yeah, it's just like I don't know, it's like some people haven't really ever thought about it before or something, which is weird to me, because I feel like as soon as somebody brought that strategy up to me, it was just like, oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the person with the circle has to run out anyway. They grab the candle while they're out. Easy. But then I feel like I'm in groups where people are like, you think DPS should be doing that? And it's like, grow up, dude. Hmm. So stuff to discover, like why Big Mama didn't die. Yeah, definitely optimization stuff, like being able to, if you could bait all the ads on that fight to make sure that they don't run out of the group. That's a lot of what is the problem there. Is there's just ads bombing outside of the group, and then they don't get cleaved, and then you run out of time to kill them. So if there was like a good strat for how to keep them in melee range all the time, or at least close. Getting Smalley hit by the cards of the cave-in seems valuable. I haven't seen people play for it. Yeah, it's definitely a little weird because I feel like there's certain groups I'm in where it's like just not a problem at all. Like the Smallies are just dead, and I'm not even have to worry about it. But then other groups where it's like every time the Smallies come out, somebody's getting fucking railed. And I don't know I don't know if it's like a comp thing or if there is some nuance to the strat that I have not been paying attention to. Understand what the difference is whenever things like that happen. Yeah. And if that's kind of one of those things where it's tricky because on the one hand, well, I should say that's usually one of those things that in when I was doing MDI, that's the kind of shit where like I would probably flag that mentally as being like, I'm sure there's something we could do here, but I don't want to like figure it out on live. I'll just wait until tournament realm opens up, and then we'll sort a strat for this, because I don't want to tip anybody off for how to handle this. So I would just like let the groups be messy until MDI started, rather than being like, yo, let's sit down and figure this out. I would just be like, whatever. If we brick a key because of it, it's fine. And then in MDI, it would be like, all right, let's figure out what we're doing here. But I don't have that point in the season anymore, so I guess I should probably start spending time thinking about it earlier. I think you should just tank the boss close to the rail all the time, so that anybody who gets fixated can like kind of dip over into the rail, like kite across it when the cards are coming out. Any other things like that? What other dungeons do we have? Thunderbrew. Yeah, Big Mama ads. Otherwise, I don't know if there's many other parts of bosses where I'm like, oh, we could be doing this differently if we thought about it. Fired up stream booting up? Yeah, I think they're playing with a different group tonight. I think Shaq thought I was in a... I think when he saw me playing with Yoda, he thought we were like in a group together for the evening. Oh, what do we got here? Round 2 of Cinderbrew, I guess. Was pushing 17 with a pug. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those kind of blurry definitions of a pug. It was like, God, we all knew each other, but we weren't like a pre-made group. It was, it was like Yoda and Bond and Chain and what the fuck was the other? Oh, Dabnell. It was like, fuck's the other DPS? So it's like all guys that I've played with before, and have played with each other, but we weren't like a pre-made team. Need to get Shaq back? Yes. Tricky part with Shaq's just gonna be that even like tonight, I'm trying to stream late, and even when I try to stream late, he's not starting a group till fucking 10:20 in the evening. And I mean, no matter how late I try to start a stream, if you're not starting keys till 10 o'clock at night, it's probably not going to work. So Slams Markways, yeah, I'm kind of surprised they never brought Arkway back in the old dungeon pool yet. That seemed like one that would have been interesting. Any idea when Fellowship's coming back? No, I got invited to the Discord server the guy was talking about, but they haven't really told us anything. It's been relatively quiet, so I don't feel like I know much more than anybody else does, like, at this point. Wait. It's not a fucking Cinnabrew, it's oh wait, it is a Cinnabrew, I think. I'm assuming it's his key. Okay. God damn it. Do this shit every time. Cinnabrew plus 16. It's dark out while am I streaming? Yeah, I mean we're testing out kind of different stream times. With the move back to NA. Seems like it's pretty seems like it's very noticeable how much more active North America is in the evenings than in the morning. And I think if I'm going to move back to North America at some point, I have to maybe make some concessions on that end, try to get more time in the evening. So we'll see. Tell Big Bob that you're happy he bricked your 16 flood and then Insta goes to play with you. I'll be sure to pass it along. No hate to me, just maybe a little towards Big Bob. I mean, that's fair. It's fair. Seems like a good high level plus score. I'll invite that. Alright. Now we need a lust. How do we feel about a hunter? Maybe. Problem is, I feel like we're severely ungroup buffed with this comp with the hunter. There's no group buff, no group buff. What sort of a rogue we're dealing with? This is just an outlaw, so he's not getting buffed by DH really. Although that is some big gear. All right. If nobody signs up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. We go Cinder Brew. And surely this will be the one that we time. Okay. This here. Eat the foods. All right. Bond the Hunter.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dot.
Something a little hotter. Show us
Oh.
what we got on tap,
Dot.
Vampire.
Dot. 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 Dot.
I don't understand what's happening right now. We just pulled with the rogue. The rogue's rogue's not in the dungeon.
Dodge.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Dot. Dodge.
Don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, I don't really know what the fuck just happened there. Alright, whatever the fuck. What typically have been the issues in this key? A lot of times it's the trash on the way to IPA. Seems like the hobgoblins cause issues. Sometimes we wipe on the big pull at the start, but I feel like that's gotten rarer now. Yeah, usually something on the way to the IPA boss will be what causes issues. Has a new stream schedule? Well, I wouldn't say I really have a new schedule. I mean, I definitely have a new schedule, but I have a new something. I don't know that I call it a schedule at this point. I've just been kind of testing out a bunch of different shit. So previously I had talked about wanting to try to stream in like the morning, afternoon, and then maybe take a break and then stream again at night. But honestly, like, North America's so fucking dead in the morning. Like, if I get on anytime before like 1 o'clock even, it's just like nobody's online. It feels like I'm just sort of wasting my time. So I guess it's so then I've given more thought to like, is it possible to do an evening stream? like, could I make it work where I go back to trying to stream in the evenings and do it from like 5 o'clock till midnight or something, to where I would basically eat an early dinner and then start stream, and then that way I could see the kids when they got home from school, and kind of be around for that part of the day, and then spend the evening streaming. But yeah, it's becoming increasingly obvious to me that it sort of feels like it doesn't really matter what hours I stream, because the hard part about being a key streamer is that the groups just don't seem to have any consistency about when they play. So it's more like you just have to be around all the fucking time if you want to get into the groups. And I don't really know how to handle that. Maybe there's groups out there that are better about picking times. But yeah, I don't know. Alternatively, I could maybe try to just stream something else in the morning. Like do a rival stream from whatever, like 10 to 3 or 4 or something, and then hop off, eat dinner, hang out, and then fire back up WoW in the evening if there's a group. I have a kid. 4 stepkids. Maybe I gotta be the guy? Maybe, but I think I need to reestablish myself a bit on the scene before I start being like, yeah, so here's the thing, we're gonna fucking play when I say we play. Like, I know the group Yoda plays with, they get on relatively early. Like, the LC, like Yoda and Billy and JPC playing at, like, noon, which would be amazing. If I could have groups that start at noon, that would be insane. But the problem is you have guys like Fired Up who are already night owls, but then he's a night owl in Mountain Time Zone. So not only is he gonna be playing late, he's also just 2 hours earlier than me anyway. So shit like that is just hard to reconcile. That was one of the nice things, I guess, about EU, is that for the most part, everyone in EU is within like 1 hour of each other. You're either in like the UK or very Western Europe, where you're 5 hours in front of NA, or you're in most of Central Europe that's 6 hours in front of NA. And so when people make plans about what time to start, it's usually about the same time of day for everybody in EU. So I feel like there's more consistency about when people want to do stuff, like when people want to take breaks for dinner, unless you're fucking Spanish and trying to eat dinner at 8 o'clock at night or whatever the fuck. But I feel like they have better sense of like everyone kind of being on the same page about what times of the day you're trying to like start and end and things like that. In the US with 4 different time zones, it just feels like there's a lot of variability about when people are getting online and logging off and shit. Almost 8 and you're on your way to dinner? I just can't. I started doing when I I guess it wasn't when I first started losing weight, but it was after I'd been on my weight loss journey for a while. I learned about intermittent fasting. And this was still early days for that stuff, like before it kind of became a fad. And so I made an effort to try to restrict all of my eating into a window from about like 10 o'clock, like 10 a.m. It's usually about when I'd get up, like 10 a.m. And then I try to have almost all my eating done by like 4 or 5 in the evening. And moving in with Shauna, I've expanded that window a bit, but still, basically after I eat dinner, I just try not to eat anything, and I try to eat a relatively early dinner. Most nights we were eating by like 5 or 6. So eating any later than that, I feel like that's a pet theory of mine about people that have difficulty falling asleep at night or stay up later than they want. I have a feeling a lot of them just eat really late at night. And I think that tells your body it's still daytime and causes you to have difficulty falling to sleep. Endurance athletes say your food timing is pretty orchestrated. Yeah, that was I remember reading about like weightlifters and their crazy ass eating schedules, and in order to they had like their timings, and it was like you want to eat whatever the fuck it was every 4 hours or some shit, and so they had like alarms set throughout the night where they'd like wake themselves up at 2 a.m. and eat, and it was like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's actually every 2 hours. Yeah, that was a when I was in the kind of rabbit hole about learning about intermittent fasting. I think it was a similar time where I was looking at sleep and that there are people that had figured out that the human body could, if you wanted to, split your day up into pretty small chunks and then just take like 90-minute naps throughout the day, and you will get enough, as long as you accumulate enough REM cycles throughout the day. It doesn't matter that you get them consecutively, just that you get enough on an ongoing basis. And so if you wanted to, you could do like micro sleeping, where you stay up for like 3 to 4 hours at a time and then sleep for like 90 minutes and then stay up for 3 to 4 hours, sleep for 90 minutes, and do that throughout the day. And well, throughout the day, at that point you don't really have days anymore. You just have one continuous sort of sequence of naps. And most people, even if you were interested in doing that, it would be difficult to do just because it would be so disruptive to a normal human schedule. You know, you'd have to have a very unique lifestyle to be able to just be able to like sleep every 4 hours. Hold on. You can check the set on that last FM. What's my mouse week aura for skills? You can find it in my week aura pack for druid. It's in the week aura pack. But yeah, there were guys that had been able to function while just getting like 90 minutes of sleep at a time and doing that. I think like 4 times a day. I think if you did it like 4, it actually worked out to be that you like needed less overall sleep. It was like, I think it was like if you did that, you actually needed less total sleep throughout the day. But you had to get it in very awkward chunks, and most people can't. Most people can't just have dedicated parts of their day where they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep for 90 minutes now, and nor would I think most people want to just have their day consistently interrupted by naps like that. Have I thought of playing an alt during the day with viewer keys, maybe? I mean, it's an option, but that's the kind of shit that I am wary of, because I get burned out by or I should say, what draws me to Mythic Plus is being challenged in keys. And if I'm just sending like random keys, I don't necessarily get much enjoyment out of that. Now, you know, if you're just doing all keys, kind of whatever. But if I'm having to do that if that becomes a consistent source of stream content like every fucking day. I'm just sending like alt keys. It's like, to what end? Yeah, so this is actually like streaming tonight was probably stupid. Or oh Jesus, it's the crank that's it. Oh fuck, I can tell already. Streaming tonight was probably stupid because it's raid night, so I should have known that. Jesus Christ, why is just back-to-back annoying fucking sets? Knowing that tonight was going to be a raid night, it should have been obvious keys weren't going to be around. Or at least if I didn't have a group. Which I thought maybe Shaq would want to do keys, and then he thought I was playing with somebody else, so he put a different group together. And then the group I played with yesterday, we had originally said we were going to play together, but I guess the tank wasn't able to make it today, so everything just kind of fell through. Yeah, I guess normally streaming this time of day on a raid night is kind of asking for it. Why not raiding anymore? I got cut from my last guild shortly before the tier started. Not really enough time to like find a guild I wanted to play with. It would have just been jumping in someplace just to raid, which I didn't give enough of a shit to do. I'd rather find a guild I want to play in, and that takes some time. So I've just kind of put that on the back burner for the time being. We'll probably assess that during the farm season where guilds are going to be going through their natural recruitment cycle, and then I'll try to find a spot somewhere. Am I getting these storms down there? I don't think so. I know there's supposed to be storms around us, but it's seemed pretty calm for us this evening. And like I had the back door over here open for a little bit earlier, and if you just stuck your head out, you wouldn't think anything was happening. So I think it mostly missed us. Good at the discovery phase for classes? Yeah, I do think it's to some extent unique to druid because I have such a familiarity with the spec. When I pick up alts, usually I'm not nearly that. I don't tinker that much with them if I'm not super familiar with it. I just trust other people's experience with it and generally follow what they're doing. Had a tornado rip through your town last night? Yeah, shit's... when I moved up to Chattanooga here, they had just had a tornado hit like a few months before I showed up, and like it was... You didn't even have to have lived here previously to appreciate the devastation it caused, because Chattanooga's got a lot of trees. You just saw like huge swaths of the tree line just gone. And it was like, fuck. "10 inches of snow yesterday. Yuck." Kids were terrified? Yeah, that's been one of the things that that tornado caused, I think, with the kids was ever since that tornado, I think the kids have been especially spooked out by any kind of thunderstorm. Which Like I grew up in Kansas. Tornadoes were just a thing, that you just got used to it. Every year you'd have whatever half dozen tornado watches, and it was not an uncommon occurrence to go down to the basement for stuff. So I think it just was kind of a fact of life. Okay, well, I think we may just wrap up stream. Like I said, I was hoping to find one of the other groups we played with yesterday, and that didn't happen, and people probably aren't going to be done with the raid for another hour anyway, and then by that point, I'm not trying to stay up late enough to do anything beyond that, so I think we'll just call it here, and try again tomorrow. I think the guy in the group we played with yesterday said that he thought people would be around tomorrow, so hopefully he can catch them then. But, yeah. Anyway, hope you guys have fun watching. I have fun streaming, as usual. Primarily a Mythic Plus stream, so if that's something you're interested in or want to learn more about, hit the follow button. I'll do my best to both educate and entertain you, and I will see you tomorrow.